Hello everybody, welcome back to Mark's Beer Reviews. Today we've got a beer that on paper sounds as decadent as hell. It is a beer from Fierce Brewing Company, I believe they're called, and it's Maple Pancake, and it's a pancake pale. And you can see on the back of, or on the front of the can, sorry, it's 6.5% ABV. So some might say it's a pancake IPA. But anyway, this was from my local Sainsbury's store. It's a huge one in Norwich, and they're really good for their craft beer, actually. It's just good 45 minutes from me. I believe I paid around £3.50 for it. And I was intrigued. I've got a super sweet tooth. So a pancake pale just, spoke to me on nearly every level. Don't know a lot about Fierce. Never drunk anything from them. I did spot on the bottom, on the back of the can, that they are from Scotland. But we'll have a look at that in a minute because I don't want to see the ingredients on the can or anything. It'd be really. I think it's quite an interesting one. I'll talk about adjunct beers, but I get a little bit excited when there's maple pancakes involved in a pale ale. Anyway, who knows? Who knows? Right, let's get this in a glass then. Boom! There we go. No smoke on the can opening, little overflow. Just get her in the glass. Well, I said it could be classed as an IPA, and it looks every bit like an IPA. We've got a one finger whitehead, amber coloured beer, a slight fine carbonation in there. I'm not getting any whiff from this distance, but yeah, that looks alright. Looks more like an IPA than a pale. But who knows? Let's get our noses in and see what this is all about. Well, maple, absolutely. Pancake, definitely. Getting a bit of the malt. But I don't know whether that's being mixed up in the pancake. Be interesting to see whether the pancake, I don't know, would they have brewed the beer using pancakes? Or would they have got the pancake from like oats or something? Who knows? Super sweet. Malty or pancakey. And that's about it. Not getting much else. The pancake's really taking over on the aroma. Smells relatively crisp. Who knows? Let's have a little go then. I'm well up for this. I had a busy day today, as I say in nearly every video now, and I'm well due a beer. Cheers, everybody. Very sweet, quite nice. Sweet maple up front as you'd expect. Then it hits a bready character. That could be the oats or pancakes, whatever's in there. That's definitely the pancake side of things. And then there's a nice little bitterness to it actually. 6.5%. Does it drink to that level? No, it doesn't. There's a lovely mouthfeel in here. Big, thick, gloopy mouthfeel, almost like a stout, you know, but not a thick stout, but almost like a kind of average stout mouthfeel. It's really quite nice, and that really cuts a lot of the ABV. Doesn't feel like one of those thin, high strength beers. It really doesn't make you feel like you're drinking 6.5%. But yeah, that is actually quite nice. I get funny with adjunct beers. That bitterness, earthy bitterness at the back, really quite nice. That works really quite well because it's so sweet up front. I still go with that bitterness, but it's like this lingering maple in there as well. I can literally feel my teeth falling out, but it's very nice. I get funny with adjunct beers. I mean, well, I don't think there's many adjunct beers up here. But normally, like the Tiny Rebel stuff and the Brewdog stuff, where they do try and use the adjunct thing as a bit of a cheat code. You know, they're trying to produce super cheap beer for the supermarket price point, and they cut corners to do it, or they chop off one of their arms to they sacrifice a bit of themselves to meet that price point, and ultimately the quality can never be there. And I get annoyed at that because that really is pulling the wool over your eyes. Some declare that they put adjuncts in, some don't, and the ones that don't really get on my wick. Even if they do declare it and the adjunct takes over, that's still annoying because they'll brew like that tiny Rebel Pineapple Express IPA. I mean, that was just, you couldn't even get any of the hops in it, you couldn't get any of the malt in it. There was this weird, horrible, bitter, artificial pineapple taste running right through. But this is really quite nice. There's a bit of bitterness in there. There's a bit of malty character in there. Hoppy? Maybe a bit of bitterness from the hops. Well, let's be honest, they're not going to put the most flavourful hops in when they're going to... I mean, it says Maple Pancake, when they've probably squirted a load of maple syrup in the boil, are they? They're not going to waste their time doing that. But that's just a bit of fun. I mean, you can tell by the can art, they're not taking themselves too seriously. It's just a good bit of fun. Let's have a read of the can then. Okay, let's do about... They've got two sections only, one about Fierce and then one about the beer. So let's learn a bit about Fierce. They're from Aberdeen in Scotland. Fierce beers are known for being packed with flavour, and this one is a great example of that. I would agree. Our small batch edition beers are brewed as one-off specials or rare seasonals, something to seek out and savour. Hand brewed in Scotland, be Fierce. Can you... Small batch? Can you produce a small batch beer and stick it across the country in nearly every big Sainsbury's? Probably not. It's probably not a small batch by our standards, maybe by theirs. This pancake pale was made with a vegan pancakes in the mash. Okay. And Canadian maple syrup in the boil. Full-bodied, full-flavoured, yet really drinkable. Perfect with vegan breakfast or garnished with a cheeky slice of bacon. Beer and bacon, it's like breakfast of champions, isn't it? I bet that'd actually be quite nice, actually. I probably should have done that. I probably should go and do some bacon now, but I like to do my videos in one take. Ingredients, where are they? They haven't put the ingredients on. That's a big markdown. It's almost like they've got something to hide if they don't put the ingredients on. It says contains cereals and stuff, but they recommend it goes with bacon, so that's an extra point. Yeah, not too bad. It's not too bad at all. It's a good bit of fun, isn't it? £3.50, 6.5%, £3.50. That's not bad. Just does what it says on the tin. You get the bitterness from the pale ale, and you certainly get the pancake. And now we know it's maple syrups and physical pancakes that have gone into the boil. That makes absolute sense. Absolute sense. No, honestly, it drinks like a 4.5%, not a 6.5. Overall, that's not too bad. There's a nice bitterness at the back, which I appreciate after the big sweet maple syrup. It does exactly what it says on the tin, and I picked this can up looking at the label, knowing it was a bit of fun. They're not trying to hide the fact that there's adjuncts in this beer. They're not trying to... The ingredients should be on the can, really. I do get a bit narky about that because you should be able to read on anything, food or drink, what you're putting in your body. But yeah, not too bad at all. Good bit of fun, £3.50. Can't really complain about that. Fierce Brewing Company. I'd be interested in trying a few more of your beers. You look like you have good fun with your beers and don't take yourselves too seriously, which is nice. Unlike the other people up near Aberdeen. Right. Not too bad at all. It's a good bit of fun. Tastes alright. Does what it says in the tin. Can't complain. I'm going to give that a 4 out of 5. Go and pick up a can from your local Sainsbury's if you can. It's just a good bit of fun. And the ABV's good. 6.5%. You know, well worth £3.5. Thanks very much for watching, guys. Let me know. Obviously, it's going to be more of my Scottish viewers. Tell me more about Fierce. I've never had any of their beers. I can't even think of ever getting anything out of a bottle shop from them. But that was a good bit of fun, like I say, and I'd be interested in going again. And if you could like and subscribe as well, that'd be great, guys. We're on our way to 300, which is absolutely insane, and I can only thank you so much from the bottom of my heart. It means so much to me that you show me appreciation, and get in the comments and have a chat. I love chatting with people. Message me on Instagram. I love chatting with people. I got involved with this in this thing to just be part of the beer, be a part of the wider beer community, I suppose. So thanks very much for the support, guys. I'll see you on the next one. Cheers.